What's up, YouTube? King Chimmy, your favorite Igwe, every 24 is D-Day. Oh man, I'm relaxing here. Just finished watching the last episodes of The Last Dance. It's a documentary following Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls during their championship runs in the 90s. It was a very good and very well put together, this documentary, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was interesting from college, being thrust into the American lexicon after hitting a clutch shot against Georgetown in the NCAA finals. Jordan spoke about this giving him the confidence that he needed to pursue excellence on the next level, and that was a real cinema showing the draft in which Hakeem Olajuwon was the #1 pick, Nigerian born center, which shocked no one. Even during the documentary, the owner of the Chicago Bulls said that, okay, we would have picked Hakeem too. That was very interesting that he was that honest and blunt. Seeing that Mr. Olajuwon was a transcending player, and this did nothing but fuel Jordan in his years. His first recollection of complete greatness is when they were the 8th seed going into the playoffs, facing the Boston Celtics, who were the #1 seed, and Jordan just, having his way with the Celtics defense, just lining up, I believe, for, what is that, 60-something points. I don't know the exact, I know it wasn't 69. He scored that against Cleveland. Just dropped, just unheard of numbers in that building, given the history of the green and white being the most accomplished franchise in the whole association. And that thrusted MJ into again the national spotlight. Star players of the Celtics like Larry Bird, he thought he was playing against God in the flesh. He was just amazed by the athleticism of a young Michael Jordan. Larry Bird being a Hall of Fame player in his own right. I touched on Larry Bird a little bit in my Eminem video, discussing how, race plays into sports, sometimes, but in his own right, Larry Bird, Hall of Famer, hands down. But giving that sort of praise to up and coming basketball player gave even more notoriety to not only Jordan, his team, and other side businesses that he might have going on, like the sneakers that were going on. So everything was just popping for Jordan. But there was one brick wall that was just, one of the greatest point guards in history. I'm talking about number 11. He had some problems with number 11. I'm talking about number 11 from the Pistons, Lil Isaiah, he had, some problems with Lil Isaiah. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah was a pit bulldog. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that what's his name? Lambier wasn't more of the vocal leader. I wish that wasn't the case, because Isaiah, of course, was the leader on the court, but I don't know if he was a leader off the court. Judging by how when finally the Pistons got past the Bulls in the playoffs. I'm sorry, the Bulls finally got past the Pistons in the playoffs, because there were just a number of years where Rodman and Thomas and Dumars were just, Jordan won, it's like whoever, man, whatever, man. Jordan looked like Carmelo. Jordan was Carmelo to them. You're good, but hey, we know how to win, And shout outs to Carmelo, man, one of my favorite small forwards in history. Shout out, but they would treat him like that for so long, but when he finally got over that hurdle, it was Lambier who told Isaiah, man, let's just walk off without shaking their hands, and I think that led to something where Jordan was like, okay, this is how it is. Because, not to fault the Pistons, because they were just mimicking what the Celtics did when they finally beat the Celtics. No one shook hands except for Kevin McHale and Isaiah Thomas, and they were just mimicking that. So Lambier, trying to be like Bird, told the team, let's just be unsportsmanlike and just walk off. And why did they do that? 6 championships later, Jordan didn't even, wait to get dethroned. Nigga just dethroned himself. They was like, okay, nigga, you ain't about to walk off the court and I'm not gonna about to walk off the court and not shake your hand. You don't know what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna go out on my own terms. I'm gonna go out when I have all the fucking power. This is when I'm just gonna bow out and be like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go out on motherfucking top. I'm gonna die in heaven. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna die in heaven. I'm not gonna die on earth like you rest of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna die in heaven. Believe that. That's what I'm saying. He went out like that. Thanks to Isaiah. Shout out to Isaiah for lighting that fuel, for lighting that fire. But the most interesting part of this documentary to me was the end when they discussed the terms of Phil Jackson. Because the GM, they painted the GM as very jealous of the Bulls and Phil Jackson, not getting enough credit for putting the team together. So he told Phil Jackson at the end of that last season with the Bulls, this is your last season. I don't care if you win every game. He told him that, and Phil took it to heart. He made that the campaign of the whole season. It's the last time we're gonna play together, and it's gonna be a wrap. So he campaigned with that, lit a fire under his team, won the championship. But the guy over the GM, the owner, said, fuck what he's talking about. Let me offer you another year. He offered that to Phil Jackson, but the team didn't know about it. Michael Jordan didn't know about it. Michael Jordan didn't know that he could be playing for his 7th ring. And 7 is a God number. They offered him that. They offered him, nigga, you could be God and just leave. You know what I'm saying? They offered him that. And Phil said, nah, I'm good. And he didn't even tell the team that they offered me this. And if Phil was coming back, Jordan was coming back, Pippen was coming back, Rodman was coming back, Kukoc was coming back, and that would have been 7. And Phil told no one of this. And it was interesting, they said that he was meeting with Laker GMs and owners and, you know, X, Y, and Z, because he saw a young phenom that looked like number 23 in number 8. And he was going to be playing with number 34. And Jordan is getting up in age. So make a business decision. So, that was very interesting, how they switched the whole momentum of the documentary. And man, that was great. That last episode, one of my favorite documentaries, next to the Hidden Color series. This Jordan documentary is up there, man. But what are y'all thoughts about what y'all saw? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe as well.